がここにいるうちの本物のスクールスポーツのために行こうぜベイビーバンこの国は気をつけて、現実になることがありますからね。
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and continue the long-standing tradition of covering Japanese boxing here on True School Sports. True School Sports, the #1 source for Japanese boxing in America, from an American. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And Ayete Okada, nice to see everybody again. And Ohio gozaimasu from Bay Area, California. Good morning. All right, listen, guys. So this video is about an American fighter. This video is, in fact, about Jesse Bam Rodriguez, you know, one of the best fighters in the world. One of the best fighters pound for pound, a fighter who looks like he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. We tip our cap to Jesse Bam Rodriguez, and we give him his due as a fighter because he's a great fighter. An article came out recently. Shout out to Robert Garcia, RGBA, great gym, great trainer. He was speaking to the Ring Magazine about Jesse Bam Rodriguez's future in boxing, and he said some very interesting things that I wanted to kind of break down and get my thoughts on. So he said that Jesse Bam Rodriguez is about to become a free agent, you know, with Matchroom Boxing, and that, you know, doors are going to open for Bam Rodriguez, that pretty much like he wants to get Jesse Bam Rodriguez in a position where he is calling the shots. And his free agency is very intriguing to me because, you know, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, although he is an American fighter, is not his situation is not like a lot of American fighters. You gotta understand, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, yes, he signed Robert Garcia. Yes, Robert Garcia does help manage him and things like that. But he's also under the guidance and vision of Mr. Honda, Akihiro Honda, taking promotions. And one thing about Mr. Honda is that Mr. Honda, he's a very influential man in boxing. I would say he's one of the top 3 to 5 most influential men in all of boxing. He has a lot of power. He has a lot of pull. And I've learned that myself, you know, just throughout the course of this year in my travels to Japan and dealings with Japanese fighters. So my thing is this. If Mr. Honda is still involved with Bam's career, which I would think he is, Robert Garcia, in the article, there was no mention of him splitting up Mr. Honda. So if Mr. Honda is still involved, is Bam Rodriguez really still, is he really a free agent? Like, does he really get to dictate the shots? Because think about it, right? If his contract at Matchroom Boxing expires, but Mr. Honda is still helping to promote him, does that mean does that automatically mean he gets to fight Junto Nakatani? Because I've been one of the biggest advocates for Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Junto Nakatani matchup. I love that fight. I think that fight is amazing. Obviously, I'm not mad at Inoue versus Nakatani. I think that's a bigger fight. But if we were talking about, you know, if you wanted to see like how great really is Bam and how great really is Junto right now, before either one of them gets the Inoue fight, because I don't think Bam will ever fight Inoue, but a lot of people like to talk about Bam fighting Inoue. So my thing is, if you want to see who really deserves that fight, right? That would be a fight you make. You'd make Bam versus Nakatani, but they're not doing Bam versus Nakatani. They're doing Nakatani versus Inoue. They're going that route. So my thing is, if he's a free agent at Matchroom, and let's just say he signs, let's just say hypothetically, if Bam were to sign a promotional contract agreement with Top Rank, which, you know, Robert Garcia has a lot of his fighters aligned with them, would that allow Bam Rodriguez to fight Junto Nakatani? Because Mr. Honda would still be with them. So if Mr. Honda already has his way of promoting and building fighters, and he doesn't like matching his fighters up against each other most of the time, I don't think much is going to change. So I really feel like, I don't know. I respect Robert Garcia. He's a great trainer. I got nothing but love and respect for him. He's been nothing but respectful to me the handful of times I've seen him in person. But like, I don't see a scenario where that really, like, his free agency, it doesn't really matter. It matters in the sense of like, okay, I guess they could get Bam to dictate terms more and get Bam more money, which does matter personally to the fighter. But like, what shots is he not calling? Like, Bam is getting fights. Like, he's fighting for titles. He's fought Kofu. He's fighting Puma now. He fought Cuadras. He fought Rungvisai. He got all these fights that built him to this name he is now. So what shots? In the comments, guys, please tell me, what shots is Bam Rodriguez not currently getting under the current agreement between Mr. Honda And Eddie Hearn, what shots is he not getting that he could get if he won another route? Please let me know, because my thing is, I didn't see anything in the article that mentioned him splitting with Mr. Honda. So if you don't split Mr. Honda, I mean, the only significant changes that could really happen in his career would be him fighting guys like Nakatani, him fighting, some of the Japanese guys, because, I've mentioned it plenty of times before. I've mentioned the fact that Bam Rodriguez has the most powerful man in Japanese boxing in his corner, backing him, but he has yet to himself fight a Japanese fighter. And it's like, to me, that's not a coincidence. That's Mr. Honda controlling the chessboard and him not wanting Bam to fight certain guys. And so my thing is, if you're still Mr. Honda, I don't think that's going to change no matter who your promoter is. You could be with Top Rank, you could be with PBC, you could be with Golden Boy. I don't think that's changing regardless. So that's where I stand. But I wish Bam the best in free agency. If anything, what I can say is this: Bam has done a great job of raising his value the last 3 to 4 years, and whatever he's not getting under this current agreement, as far as calling the shots like Robert Garcia mentioned, I hope he gets it, because I think he's earned it. He's fought every guy that they put in front of him to fight. Not only has he beaten them, but for the most part, give or take one fight here or there, he's been dominant and looked great every fight. That's why he's on the pound-for-pound list. That's why when you talk about the lighter weight categories, he's one of the first names, if not the first name, that the people talk about. Him and Inoue. Right now in boxing, when it comes to the little giants of the sport, it's Inoue and it's Bam, right? And then you could say Nakatani, Kenshiro. There's a couple other guys after that. But I would say right now, in terms of popularity, in terms of guys that really move the needle, I like Inoue and Bam, to me, in terms of popularity, are the guys that really are the little giants of boxing today. So whatever it is he's not currently getting, I wish him the best, and I hope he gets all of it, because this sport's a hard game, and he's a great fighter, and he's done his part. So now, whatever he's not getting, I hope Robert Garcia and all parties involved get that for him. But I personally was like, I want to know, is he gonna get a chance to fight one of the other guys from Japan that he can't fight because Mr. Honda's behind him under this current agreement? If he changes promoters, if he changes his current promoter, will he get that opportunity to fight guys like Junto, guys like Kenshiro, guys like even Inoue, if he wants to go that high and wait? That's all I want to know. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe. You won't be disappointed.